Hey, what's up everyone? It's Brian. I'm here in Bears Ears National Monument and it is April 15th on Monday. And I'm at a really cool place. It's a really nice place to truck camp called The Twist, and it's along the Snow Flat Road, which leads to a really great ruin, which is a published ruin, which I can actually speak about. I can talk about it on social media. It's called Moon House. And I went there yesterday and then also this morning as part of my ambassador route, and I hiked to the location. It's really, really a killer place, and it was one of the last places where the native people who were living here, the last places they lived before they abandoned the mesa by like 1290 AD. So it's really cool to see that. The ruin is in super good shape, and there's a room inside the ruin. Like you go inside this ruin, there's like a foyer area, and then a bunch of rooms back in there in this kind of like cave area. And one of the rooms has a white band all across the bottom of it, or like kind of the middle part of it, and then there's a moon on one side, like a full moon, and then a crescent moon on the other side of the room. So it's pretty cool to see that stuff. You just kind of always wonder, like, man, what were they thinking when they built this, and what's the significance of it? So what I wanted to do today, though, is I wanted to show you how I operate the shower here in the backcountry. I've got a solar shower that I work with. It's a road shower. A lot of people are familiar with them. Some people do DIYs as well. You can do it with plastic tubing. Just make sure you get the plastic that doesn't leach, and you'll be good to go. And I got this. This was like the road shower that I got. It was when it was a Kickstarter, so I've had it now for like 4.5 years, or maybe even a little bit longer. So it's been working out really well. I like it for a number of reasons. I mean, obviously you can shower with it, but I use it a lot to like clean off gear, and then also to I'll do like dishes and stuff with it. And then there's been a couple times where I've even had to wash off Sierra when she'll get in some really stinky mud, because I don't want her getting in the truck or the topper, smelling like that. So anyway, let's I'm gonna turn the camera around here, and then I'm gonna show you how this thing works. So, and then after that, I'm gonna take a shower before these dark clouds start rolling in. Okay, so here's the road shower container. It's just a 5-gallon container. It's black. I used to have a bunch of stickers all on it. That's what that sheen is on there. But it's really nice in that it's metal. It's really durable. It just bolts on real easy. When you get it from the manufacturer, you just basically have these two slides right here that clip onto your roof rack, and you just screw it into place and you're good to go. I would recommend getting a lock for it. I've got a lock for the back here, which I need to put back on. I just took it off to clean it, but you got a little deal right here where you could like put a lock through here and then lock it to your roof rack so that no one can unscrew it and take it. But the road shower itself, like I said, it's 5 gallons. It heats up with just the sun hitting it. There's not really a solar panel that's affiliated with it or anything like that. It's just black, and so when the sun hits it, it starts to heat up. And I've noticed in the summertime, if it's like 70 degrees or above in full sun, then I can take cold water at 40 degrees and get it up to 104 in about 2 hours. So it works really well. There's the little spout here where you put in the water, and I always put in a little bit less than 5 gallons, because if you do it all the way to the top and then try to pressurize it, it won't work. So you leave a little bit of room of air in there, and then you can pressurize it. And the way that you pressurize it is with this knob in the back here. So it's like just a little bike knob, little bike tire. And what I do is I've got a bicycle tire pump that I use to pump that up, and I'll pump it up to about 20 psi, which I just did that here just a while ago. Before I show you how far this shoots, I want to show you real quick. There's also a temperature gauge on here. So it's just one of the temperature gauges like you'd see like on an aquarium when you were a kid, but it's showing right now that I'm clocking in at 97 degrees, and I'll probably get to 100 within I don't know, 10 minutes hopefully, if the sun stays really shining. So back here though, I wanted to show you the nozzle. This actually isn't the nozzle that came with it. The nozzle on here finally broke the seal on it, cracked, and so I just picked one of these up at the hardware store for like $5. But you've got a couple different settings on here. You've got like your fountain setting, which is what I use for showering. And then if I was going to be like cleaning off something, then I could use the stream setting, which, that goes pretty far, which is great. So it's really a good tool to have. I mean, even if you've got water inside of your rig, you want to have something on the outside to clean stuff off before you bring it into your rig. So I'd really recommend an exterior shower like this. They're nice to have on the roof rack because they're out of the way. I know some people use like those weed sprayers that you can get from the hardware store. Those work great. But the thing that I like about this one is the fact that it's kind of up and out of the way and mounted on the roof rack. And so you just fill it up, and then when you need it, you know, you just kind of use it as needed. So these run, I think they're, I don't know what the new ones are, to be honest with you. I think they've got a couple new models out. I think they've got a 4-gallon, 7-gallon, and 10-gallon now. And I want to say they start around 250 or 200. I'm not sure. This one on Kickstarter, this one was 300. And I'm fine with that. I know some people say, "Oh, it's way too much to spend on it." Well, that's fine, but it's not your rig, it's my rig. So, you know, I like to have just buy products and go from there. Other than the slide out thing, I couldn't find anything that would be, you know, that they make that would actually slide out from here. So that's why I made my own. But normally I just like to go with this because I don't have a shop. Obviously, I'm on the road full time, and so I wouldn't be able to make one with the plastic PVC piping like some people do. But if you're gonna do the plastic PVC, like I said, just get the plastic that doesn't leach. Just spend a little bit more money on that. You'll be good to go. And then you can also, if you've got the plastic that doesn't leach, like, you know, this metal is fine, but what's nice about it is if you get the plastic that doesn't leach, then your water will be good, and you can actually have a secondary water reservoir in case your main water container runs out. So anyway, that's what this is. I'll put the link for the website. It's just roadshower.com, but I'll put that down in the product description below. And then real quick, the soap that I use, I've got 2 different soaps. I've got some camp suds, which I'll use for scrubbing off my head, then like, you know, scalp area. And then I've got this mud bar soap, which it's not really soapy. It's just more of like a mud material, but it makes your skin feel really good. So I use that for the backcountry, and I try to stay away from like commercialized soaps. I try to use all organic stuff because it's just a little bit easier on your skin. So anyway, if you got any questions, hit me up in the comment section below. I'm gonna jam and take a shower real quick before these clouds set in. So I'm gonna go turn off the video now and get after it. Thanks for watching.